What we learned in the course of the search is that Tony both believes in and lives the values that are important to us here at the University of Virginia. He's known for integrity, for excellence, for respect, for civility, for fair play, and for an extraordinary work ethic, all of which we admire enormously.
He has a proven plan to bring about consistent winning results to the University of Virginia men's basketball program. And at this time, I'd like to introduce my pick, the #1 pick, and the future of Virginia basketball, the 2007 National AP Coach of the Year, Mr. Tony Bennett.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I came here to build a great team, but more importantly, I came here to build a program that lasts. And I think the way you go about that is you have great integrity and you have great passion. And that's something that I want people, when they watch our teams, to see it all over. Passion and integrity. That's the way I know how to do it. When I met with President Castine and met with Craig Littlepage, I could see that this was their vision for the program. And as I thought about it, everything is in place here at the University of Virginia. It's really a remarkable place as we came and saw it. It has outstanding academics. It has a facility that's second to none. It has the conference, the ACC, and it has the people. It has a community that is passionate about this university. And as I think about that, I can't wait to get recruits here. I can't wait to get them here and show them what this is about. You can't ask for much more as a head coach to have a place like this that offers that. When my wife and I were flying over here, we started talking. About how the press conference is kind of like your wedding day. It's a celebration. There's a lot of promise, a lot of excitement. But what really matters, quite honestly, is the marriage. And that's the daily investment. It's the promise over time and that commitment. And I think that that is what it takes to build a program. And I am so excited to do that here at the University of Virginia. There's a couple things I need to accomplish right away before we get going. And the first one is this: I need to fill my staff. I need to get a qualified, excellent staff. They got to be able to recruit. Have to have ties in this area, in this talent-rich state. Have to be able to coach. And they have to be able to really develop and make sure that it's a student-athlete experience. That one is that they'll never forget. I want guys like that. And there's an opportunity here to get, I think, the right kind of kids. But all I know is, X's and O's aside, toughness and soundness need to be present. And you have to be able to play in the half court offensively, and you have to be able to run opportunistically and get out and go, and you better be able to defend, and you better be able to execute. But I think you have to adjust and look, and I'm looking forward to working with some of the guys we're going to be able to recruit now, and hopefully some of the players in this program. I think it'll be exciting. When I watch the NBA playoffs, Final Four, other sports, you always see great defense is the stuff that carries you. And so that's got to be your calling card. It's got to be a staple. So, you know, it's simplicity with execution, but kids got to buy in, and you got to hold them accountable to play the way that we want to play defensively. So that will have to be solid for us, and it's kept us in many games. And that's why I look at the Michigan States and some of the teams that have had success, and they've done it at a high level, and it usually starts with the defense, and that will be highly emphasized. There's no substitute for experience, and a lot of young guys played, and hopefully through some of those situations they were in last year, they'll learn from that. So there's some valuable experience there, and until we get out there and go, we'll see. But they seem, like I said, to be about the right stuff, and I like that. If it's an open shot, the whole goal of it is get good looks, open contested shots, whether it's early or whether you got to break people down, and different teams you have to play differently against. But the quality shots, that's what it's about. Make the opponent shoot contested, tough shots and get as many open quality looks as you can. I like to get to know the kids. I mean, they're committing a whole lot. And as I said before, you see them go through great times of nerves, great elation, great adversity. And I think you have to keep that in mind. You always remember it's about influencing them the right way and the student-athlete experience. And I think, you know, I'm 39, and I can still kind of remember back to playing. I think I have a decent relationship with them. And, you know, the best thing I saw in my father as a coach, the greatest lesson he taught me, is when he would maybe step out of bounds and maybe get after a player where it was inappropriate. It was either that night or the next day, he'd come back either in front of the team or to the kid and say, "Forgive me, I'm sorry, I made a mistake." And that had a huge impression on me on how you deal with young men, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to screw up with them, but if they know that you're willing to admit that and then come back and do it together, I think it speaks volumes. So, you know, I try to push them, but let them know that I care greatly and give them confidence. You know, at Washington State, we started our student group, our fan club called the Zoo Crew. So it's natural, or we got the Who Crew. So I was excited about that. I don't have to change that. And absolutely, just walking in here and seeing how steep it is and how loud it is. I remember, I think Arizona opened this game up, and being in the Pac-10, you know, you watch film, and I remember all of us were blown away at the intensity of this place. But you have to get this to be a home court advantage in a league like this, and it certainly seems like that. But I spoke to a student group last night, and that's important. And I think when you recruit young men of character, and the other students see it, and they engage with the other students, they want to come and support them. John Crotty, I played against him. We battle like crazy. First time I ever flew in an airplane, it was after my senior year in high school. My Wisconsin high school team, AAU team, flew out to Norfolk, Virginia, and played in the national AAU tournament, played against Boo Williams' team. And on that team was Bryant Stith. And Alonzo Mourning was on that team too. And I remember us guys from Wisconsin weren't used to seeing that kind of talent, and got beat pretty bad. And so, you know, players like him, certainly Ralph Sampson, Wally Walker was, you know, out in Seattle, and being there, there's so many, Corey Alexander, there's so many players, and there is a rich tradition. And so I was aware of that. Coach Holland, my father knew him and has talked to him, and just respect what's been done, and hopefully can get back to that.